Hey everybody, how are y'all doing today? Hope everybody is having a wonderful day today. So let me know, say hi, put in for as soon as you guys can see and hear me fine. Hey everybody, how are y'all doing today? Hope everybody is having a wonderful day today. Gotta turn off that volume. So let me know, say hi, put in for... Okay, I hope that's better. Forgot to turn off the volume on my screen here that I'm using to see the broadcast. Martha, your gnomes are so stinking cute. I swear. So today, hi Aisha, how are you doing? So today I'm going to be working more on this here. And this is a quilt I designed in EQ8 for a friend of mine that has paying me to make a quilt for him. And last week we worked on the awesome sauce. So last week we worked on the green blocks here on the, let me put it down here where you guys can see better probably. The green blocks around here. So today we are going to work on the yellow ones. And because then, plus I want to also do up the half square large triangles for the pineapple and for the top of the pineapple and the sides. So I'm going to work on those first to get those cleared out of the way. Because then these smaller yellow ones are all I have left to do. You know, I want to sign up for those, Martha. My biggest problem with signing up for those is that I'm also signed up to do 2 legit kits and actually 3 legit kits because I'm doing the vortex. I'm signed up for the iris, which I've not started yet. I'm working on the lion, doing Detroit style lion, and then I'm also signed up for the Tree of Life for the PMQ. So I think I'll have to wait until a later date for probably the gnomes. So for the larger blocks, or for the center of the pineapple, I have done these half square triangle or hourglass blocks here. I got all of those done up, ready to go. And those are 2 different yellow fabrics. One's a little darker than the other, or a different shade or whatnot. So I got those done up. I just got to resize them. And then last week, we worked on the green around the edge blocks. I guess you could say economy block or something of that sort. Square and a square. Got a couple of different names for it and everything, but this is the green that I did last week. And I got all of those completed as well as ironed. So let's see if I can't get this up here and better in the camera. And so now I'm going to start off today with doing the larger half square triangles that I need to get done. And I decided, because I remember last week we were discussing the fact that I accidentally made the edge blocks for my first border too small, like 1 inch too small. So I'm just going to trim everything down to 7 inches instead of the 8 inches that I was initially going to go with. I think it'd be easier just to trim the larger ones down, opposed to sticking with opposed to trying to figure out a way of making the smaller ones larger. So I'm just putting both sides together, pretty sides, and then sewing a 1/4 inch. I already have my machine over here set up for the 1/4 inch seam at 2.0. I decided everybody was already up and awake on Sean's stream this morning, and I had everything all set up ready to go for the most part, and decided just to go early, go live a little early, do it like a 2-hour live stream today. So from now until about the time that Laura Lynn will be going live on hers. And I figure if I need to add any extra, because initially my smaller blocks, and you guys may hear Quasar, he is being a little extra special this week. Hi, Lily. Okay, so Lily, I was hoping you would have come on today. That pattern, I found it. I ordered the book off of Amazon, so I should have it sometime today. I'm going to look it over and start looking to see about doing tutorials on that for you. I won't give out size or anything like that, obviously, because it's not my pattern. But if anybody's curious about what pattern I'm talking about with Lily, it is the Cafe Facets something Midnight Diamond pattern. I believe that's the correct one, right, Lily? Please let me know if that's the correct one, because I hope it is, since I just paid 20 bucks for the book. And I will not be using Cafe Facet fabrics for it, just because I don't have any. I prefer to do from my stash. So I'm just going to do from my stash of some beautiful fabrics. Then plus Cafe Facets fabrics. They're gorgeous. They're just not my style to. You are so very welcome. Yeah, as soon as you asked about that, I'm like, I'm always asking people to give me ideas of things that they would like to see me do on here, of teaching, or, I'm not good at reading patterns and everything, so it might take me a little bit to figure out as we go, but we'll do it together. Hi, JK, how are you doing? I finally got my screens all set up beautifully, so that way there I could actually try and be looking at you guys and seeing the chat at the same time. Okay, wonderful, Lily. I'm so glad. Because I'm like, man, like, I hope she doesn't want me to do this in Cafe, because Cafe Facet fabrics are gorgeous. They're just loud colors and large prints, and to me, it's just too busy. My eyes need somewhere to rest, as well as I'm sure everybody else's. So I got all of the yellow ones done up, and so now I'm going to do the green and black ones. Put the black over here. Put the green over here so I can keep them separated. I'm running out of space. Let's see. Anybody have any questions for me? Or where's everybody coming from? You guys ever have questions, ask away. I never have any problems answering any questions whatsoever. If it's something I'm not comfortable answering, I'll let you know. But for the most part, I am an open and shut book. And anytime anybody has a pattern that you would like me to demonstrate on here or show or anything like that, let me know. I will look it up and get the pattern. And I appreciate the fact that you were willing to share the pattern with me, Lily. However, I just wanted to pay my dues to the creator of the pattern by buying it from them. Because creating a pattern is very difficult and time consuming, and I want to give that creator their dues for all their hard work. But I do truly appreciate it. That was very sweet of you. Yeah, I have a drawer of actually 2 drawers of pink and purple scraps. So I'm thinking about doing it with that, pink and purples, with like either a black or a cream border. So I have a lot of cream jelly rolls. So I'm thinking that's the route that I'm going to go. Ooh, looks like I'm going to be short a couple of these black pieces, so I'll have to cut those later and do those. Let's, that explains the reason why I needed happy anniversary, Janice. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Thank you, Sojo, for subscribing. I totally appreciate it. Yeah, for every 100 subscribers I receive, I am doing a giveaway of something or other. It'll be multiple items in the giveaway. The last time I did one, I actually did 2 giveaways. Or no, that was the time before. I've done a few giveaways lately. Sorry, I didn't mean to put my finger in front of you guys' faces. I was just trying to clear away a notification that was blocking my chat view. Okay, so it looks like I need one more black square to be cut up and done up for that one to be able to have these completely ready to go, other than ironed and trimmed. And I will show you one of each of these in just a second. Yeah, it, it's more the, it looked to be to where it's going to be just more of putting the borders together and, or putting borders on it by just sewing a strip on all 3 sides, Lily, and then sewing them together. Sewing the triangles together can look a little tricky and be very nerve-wracking, but I've done it a lot with like hexagons and half hexagons and stuff like that. So it's not that hard. It takes a little bit more time, just a little bit of focusing, paying attention to what you're doing. So here is the first one. I love this yellow fabric. I'm not big on yellow, okay? So me doing yellow stuff is struggle for me because for whatever reason, the color yellow just does not jump out at me as beautiful. I love it in flowers. I love it in sunshine. That's about it. I don't like wearing yellow clothing. Hey, Rebel, how are you doing? So here's the first one I done. And then the next one, so I'll get these all ironed out and everything in the wall. So these over here, I'll get them ironed. And then here's the green and black. I just gotta finger press these down. See if I can get the right angle here. See, Brenda says, hi, I'm guessing that was having your 3-day ago replay. So now, okay, so I gotta cut that out. I need to put these over here so I don't lose them. So now, here comes all the fun. We got this entire stack here of goodies. And this is the last of the large amount of blocks for me to do. So I got 4 5-inch square, or technically it was 2 5-inch squares. And I can give you all this stuff because I created the pattern on EQ8 myself. No worries, Brenda. I'm just like watching, saving, trying to think of every word that can make sense in there. So for every 5-inch yellow square, I took 2 5-inch black squares and cut them in half. And they're going to go, and each triangle is going to go on each corner here. So I'm doing that for each one. I'm going to chain piece these like crazy. So I'm just going to start off with, because I'm going to do all one side and then come back and do another side and so forth and so on. So should have thought about that before I stacked all this up like this. So just give me just a moment and I'll have these all organized for sewing. Oh, Rebel, I feel you there. I am doing good. I woke up within a few moments after the live stream started over at Sean's, the guy who sews channel, and I lay there for probably a good 45 minutes before I even got up off the couch. Because I have a Yorkie that has incontinence issues, and so he wakes me up at because I put a diaper on him at nighttime. It's a 14-year-old Yorkie that has lost control of his bladder. Still lets me know when he's got to go poopies for me to take him outside. And if I'm right there by him, he'll let me know about needing to go pee. But he doesn't always let me know in time. So he is still getting the notifications that he needs to go. He's just not getting them within a timely manner before he loses control. So I bought little baby diapers. They're so cute. Little puppy diapers. They are essentially a diaper that just wraps around his torso but does not cover the bottom. So that way there it covers up his little dinghy. And so he does really good with those. And 0 problems on getting them on him. So I've been doing that with him. But now he wakes me up between 4:30 and 6 a.m. Yes, he is 14 years old. I've had him since he was 6 weeks old, Martha. I had bagged and bagged and bagged my husband for like 7 years. Like the first 7 years we were together. Because we didn't get married until after 10 years of being together. So I bagged and begged and begged him that I wanted, because we always had large dogs. A pit bulls of some form. So, because when I met him, he had a pit and chow mix and a cat. And I had the 2 boys. So, as time went by and everything, I kept telling him, I want a little dog. I want a lap dog. And at first he was like, no, 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 because they're yappy and they're small. And he was worried about the pit hurting them because of being another dog. He didn't know how well she would do with another dog. And so we decided to give it a whirl after 7 years of me whining, crying. Yes, he is my little angel. Let me get my cell phone. I can show you guys his adorable little picture. He is my baby. Because after having my second son, I was not able to any longer have any more babies because I developed endometriosis. So, which is essentially where the lining is a disorder essentially of the lining of the uterus. So, let's see here. Here he is all curled up with his mommy. I'm on the couch and he's all curled up beside of me. That is his favorite place to sleep. Aw, Yorkie photos are so beautiful. Would be so cute. Now, he has no teeth. And because he had really bad dental disease, so they had to remove all of his teeth. So he's on a soft food diet. I make up his food myself. So once a week I gotta make up a bowl of his food. He but yeah, so he wakes me up. Oh, Martha, that is awesome. I would that just sounds like it sounds like a beautiful combination, but just two different size heights of dogs mixing per se seems a little weird to me, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? No different than people mixing. So, okay, time for some coffee. Oh, Martha, I'm so sorry. I just seen the thing that you stated on here that you're a pug princess, that you almost had her for 16 years. Yeah. Yorkies can live anywhere between, on an average, of 13 to 17 years. I'm hoping and praying I get the 17-year mark, but lately I'm starting to see a lot more issues with him. At times he's having trouble with his balance. He has the incontinence issues, he has no teeth, and he's lost some of his vision due to cataracts. And lately I've been seeing a lot of, like, it looks like dementia is starting to set in. So that makes me nervous, but just trying to focus in on enjoying the time that I do have and not worrying about what time I may not have. So, okay, so to make my marks, all I do is I try and fold these in half in both directions. So I'll fold it this direction, make a crease here, and I'll make a crease over here on this fold. And I just finger crease it just to give myself the little lines here. So that way there I can know where I need to put the center of my triangle at for lining everything up perfectly even. And so I'm going to do it on this side too, and on this edge. So that way there, as you can see, I got all 4 creases. So that way there, as I go through, I can fold my triangles in half and make a crease there as well. That I'm not really for sure, Brenda. I honestly don't know. I know that there are mini, or teacup Yorkies, which I personally would never get a teacup because teacups is where essentially where they take 2 different ruts, the runts of 2 different litters, and they mate them or breed them together to create. So then, and ruts are usually the ones that have like a lot of like health issues, or the health issues would be more prone. So I don't usually try and like to get the teacups because then you're getting like extra health issues that could come about and everything. And that goes for any breed, not just Yorkies. That'd be something interesting to look up and see, though, as far as the Silkies and the standards. I'm not really for sure. I know marking can be different than just the incontinence. Like he never had a problem using going potty in the house. He's always, always, always told me when he had to go potty. Just in case you guys don't know, I am just lining up this crease here with the crease that I made in the center of my blocks. So that way there I can make sure that that is dead set center right there. And then I'm making sure that the arrow or the tip of my triangle here is lined up with this crease up here. And it's slightly off. And then I'm turning it upside down so that way there the triangle can be on the bottom. I don't know why my fabric keeps getting stuck up underneath my walking foot lately. I gotta take my walking foot off and take a look at that, see if I can't figure out what's the problem. Unless any of you guys have experienced that. Hi, IRSL lady. How are you doing, Linda? Man, I'm loving my new setup. You know, Linda, I need you to send me some of that 50 degrees, please, and sunny. It has been gloomy here for like days here in Michigan, and I don't like it. Gloomy makes it very difficult to stay focused and work. So just bottle me up some of that sunshine and send it my way, please, my dear. See, 14 times 7, and there's like a whole new math for figuring out dog years now, but I'm not even about to try that because they started adding in decimals and everything. So let's see here. Let me grab up my handy dandy phone again just so I can do the math. See, 14 times 7, 98 years old that little boy in there is. And he's about to be another 7 years added to that because he'll be 15 in April. April 28th, he'll be 15 years old. And he still acts like a adorable little mommy's baby. Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, I love it. My husband and son did an amazing job. They always spoil me for Christmas and my birthday or anything else that they give me presents for. So I have an amazing family, so they always spoil me. I had to admit it. I'm unspoiled, but every queen of the house should be spoiled. Yeah, it seems like everybody, Martha, has been relatively staying within the same range. Like my brothers, they live in Tennessee. One is in Paris, Tennessee. The other one is in Big Sandy, Tennessee. Both small little towns, but relatively close to Nashville. And it has been cold there too. And they're usually nicer weather than here. But they've actually been staying right along the same type of weather as here. And it's strange. I'm just like, man, like, where's the snow? We're usually covered knee deep in snow at this point, or at least ankle deep. I don't like not having a white Christmas. That did not make me happy. I know nobody likes snow, or a lot of people don't like snow. Some people do, some people don't. And I'm not a big snow type of person. I just like having a white Christmas. To me, without a white Christmas, it just doesn't really feel like Christmas. Yeah, I'm still wearing my flip-flops and tank tops, but I have a flannel shirt on top of that. Yeah, Linda, I don't love, like, I swear, I love my leggings. I'll wear my capri leggings year round. Then again, summertime, I'm also still walking around outside in a hoodie as well. So I just go with whatever I feel like wearing. And since I work from home, then I'm almost always in my house slippers. Couldn't tell you how many times I had to replace my house slippers. Seems like the fabric is getting caught on something here, and I don't know what it is that it keeps getting caught on. I think before I start sewing this next piece, I'm gonna see if I can't take a closer look to see what it is actually getting stuck on. Yeah, it is really wonky. I mean, shoot, Tennessee's even been getting some tornadoes and stuff, and they don't normally have tornadoes. I mean, it's not unheard of to have tornadoes this time of year, but it's also not very common either. because my brother, the one that lives in Big Sandy, he works for a TVA down in Tennessee. So anytime there's like severe storms that do a lot of damage, he gets called out to whether it be in Tennessee or other nearby states to go and do the repairs and clean up. And which makes me nervous as could be because he's out there playing with electrical wires and poles and stuff, but he knows what he's doing. He's a really smart guy. Not always the most careful, but he's smart. See, Brenda says, right, my daughter in Montana is normally covered up in snow, only had a small amount. Yeah, the only time we actually had snow here so far, Brenda, in Michigan, was on Halloween, and it wasn't even enough to stick, which was very disheartening. I thought for sure we were going to be piled up by Christmas. Oh, I see Ian just posted his Carnival Clue number 6 video. Had to go over and check that out later. See. I wish I could live on a boat. That would be so much fun. Oh, looks like Stephanie Stitches just went live. Or will be going live in 30 minutes. So many people doing so many lives today, I swear. Oh, speaking of that, so I'm doing some changes to my channel, people. I'm going to continue doing my Saturday morning lives. But I'm also going to start doing a Tuesday evening live. I'm thinking about 6 or 7, probably about 7, just in case I work late at work, then I still got time to get up here, get a little freshened up, breathe a little, and get it all set up. So I'm thinking 7 o'clock Tuesday evenings, doing a live stream, because I did it this past Tuesday and I really enjoyed it. Let me clear these notifications off my screen so I can see my chat. And then on Thursdays, I'm going to start releasing a recorded video. Who else seen the recorded video that I posted last night? I know you did, Brenda. And thank you for everybody that has watched that and commented on it. I really, truly appreciate it. I'm going to start doing like a recorded video, like one a week, something like that, or one every 2 weeks. I'm not for sure how often I'm going to do recorded videos, but those I'm going to start having done up and releasing on Thursdays. I'm going to start doing a lot more with my channel, especially now since I got a good setup. So, okay. So something underneath here. Okay. I'm going to have to take my walking foot off later and check that out. At least now I know relatively where it's getting hung up at. Let's see. I love snow, but I've never had to clean it. It's always been done for me. Yeah. I hate to say it, but I can't really say that for me. Past several years, my boys have always cleaned it. Before that, my husband cleaned it. Before my boys got old enough. But before I got with them, or before I got with my husband, then I was the one that always cleaned it. Like, I remember even when I was late term pregnancy with my oldest son, I was out shoveling snow. Everybody yelled at me for it, but I'm like, I'm fine. I was just out there doing the light snow. Not like I was doing anything heavy. And I was taking my time, taking lots of breaks. For whatever reason, Every time I get on a live stream, either my eyes or my nose itch. Today it's my eyes. I think my allergies are messing with me. I had to take me some allergy meds later. So what is everybody up to this weekend? What is everybody working on? Just getting some of those extras out of my way. You guys all got silent on me. Everybody still here? Yeah, that's about what it is here too, JK. I can never remember your name. I'm so sorry. It's the reason why I always call you JK. I am horrible, horrible, horrible with names. Like, it's taken me forever to remember Irish Cell Lady is Linda. Yeah, I am working on this quilt right now. And then I'm going to get all these pieces sewn up today of all four sides and get everything ready to go. So that way there I can start piecing everything together. And I might try and do this on my live stream on Tuesday as well, of piecing everything together. It's going to be a little difficult because of the fact that I don't have a design wall. I had to set it up in rows and usually on my bed. I completely understand that, Lily. Okay, thank you, Joyce. I am so sorry. And the right way, what is your first name, if you don't mind me asking? I can never remember yours either. I swear, I need to start writing these down. Yes. Hey, Becca, how are you doing? Thank you. Yes, I actually have so everything's running off of my laptop over here, my gaming laptop. But I'm using to see my chat and everything off of my Surface in front of me. So that way there I can actually be looking at the camera and seeing my chat at the same time. Because last week I kept looking over at my laptop because I forgot to get my Surface running. So and now Quasar's Garnet started. Quasar, be a good boy. Nobody wants a squawky bird. Be a good boy. Yes, there's been a few people that's won a drawing. Hey, making a big pot of navy bean soup with ham. Ooh. Okay, coming to your house, Linda or Joyce. Yeah, Linda. I'm coming to you. Make me a bowl. Yeah, I have about 6 quilts. I want 6 to 7 quilts I want to get taken care of for this week. Or not this week, this year. Boy, this week would be way too ambitious. Even if I wasn't working, 6 to 7 quilts would be way too much. I'd be lucky with 1 quilt top. So, I am working on this quilt here. And then I want to, so on my live streams, I am going to do this. Gonna work on my Detroit Lion. I am going to work on my Vortex. Eventually my Iris. And then also one I'm doing for myself and my husband, which is the wedding ring quilt. Our wedding colors were yellow and black. So I am doing, see if I can't get in the camera just properly. There we go. So I am doing the wedding ring quilt in our colors, yellow, white, and black. And the fabrics are honeybees. So far this is the only block I have done of this. But I'm hoping to have it done before next Christmas, so that way there it can be a present to myself and my husband from me. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I did not make it to Donna's live stream because right at the end of So Back Us was when the husband and son decided that it was family time, which I was fine with because I was completely exhausted. So we ate dinner and played a little bit of VR. Oh my gosh, my husband got us all this fishing game. It's real fishing is what it's called, real VR fishing. And because I love fishing. So he got me the game and it was so much fun. I was on there for like an hour playing that thing last night. Hour and a half, like until like midnight. We were all playing the game together, going fishing together, which was so much fun. Thank you, Brenda. And then, so yeah, after that, we turned on some movies, and I curled up on the couch with my Yorkie, and me and him went to sleep. And then I woke up at and it was like 3:30 this morning. I'm like, okay, time to go to bed. So I got off the couch, tucked him in, made sure he had a clean diaper on, and went and got in the bed. And then he woke me up about 6:30 this morning to go potty. And it's so funny because it's just, he doesn't bark or whine or anything like that to notify me. His little pitter patter of running back and forth lets me know he's got to go potty, which is so funny. Hi, Lori Lynn and Pop. How are you guys doing? Yeah, I decided to go live about an hour early than what I normally do today because that way there it gives me the chance to do a 2-hour stream. And because it's going to be a long sewing weekend, I have Monday off of work, so I am going to be getting a lot of stuff accomplished this weekend. And I may or may not do some improv lives. I'm not really for sure yet. I do know I want to start working on getting my next video recorded. I just have no idea how to do editing and have to still do a lot more research on that. And so, Becca, if you want to toss me some ideas for editing videos, I would be truly appreciative because I have no idea what the world I'm doing. I attempted to edit my one from that I posted last night, and I worked on it for like 2 days and gave up and said, "Proof is going on there how it is." Is there such a thing as tidying up a space? I swear, we clean it just so we can mess it. Like I cleaned mine and I think the mess just got moved. I did get some stuff put away. At least I can now somewhat see my industrial machine that I have not touched since my Juki came home from the shop. Oh my gosh, Becca, you're so I really don't know, Becca. I was given the idea of using DaVinci Resolve through from Amy, um, from Amy Dement, and I tried using that, but I had no idea what I'm doing. And it's just way more technical than what I have the knowledge base of doing. I'm trying to watch videos of it, and I don't have a clue of what I'm doing or half the stuff that they're talking about. It's like I need a tutorial of how to edit videos for dummies. Not that I'm a dummy. I just don't have a clue what I'm doing. I'm not good with technical terms or anything like that. And my husband and oldest son have no idea. I'm on a Windows. My oldest son and husband have no idea about video editing because I've already tried asking them. My youngest one, he used to use one that was really outdated, and so he's recently switched over, so he's trying to learn that one because he has his own channel on YouTube as well of retro cam. So retro cam, just like camera, because his name is Cameron. So he does gaming videos over there of like modern warfare and zombie games and stuff like that. So I've asked him, but we work opposite schedules, so him getting over to teach me is a little difficult. And he uses, I think, Adobe Premium or Premiere or something of that sort. I don't know. Figure one of these days I'll figure it out. For the meantime, my recorded videos are just gonna not be the greatest of quality that I would like for them to be. It'll be essentially a recorded live stream. Yeah, I figure I'll just have to go back to YouTube. No worries, Becca. Thank you for asking, though. So I figure I'm just going to take some time of going back to YouTube Academy. KindMaster has a free version that you play around on. The first thing I figured out was to split and trim. Ooh, I'm going to have to write that down. Thank you. KINEMASTER. I will definitely take a look at that. Becca, same here. That's how I learned how to do most of my sewing. Thank you, everybody, for all your help. Yeah, I've learned the hard way. You do not try to tackle a new difficult task that you have no clue what you're doing on after working a 12-hour shift of staring at a screen and being on the phone for 12 hours. It just does not happen very well. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into that and do a lot more research and studying up on and watching videos. I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out. I'm not an idiot or anything, so I'm sure I can figure it out. I just felt really frustrated and defeated because I just want to do some minor things to my first video. Like nothing major to my first one. And I struggled so much and I just felt so defeated last night. And I just finally said heck with it and posted up whatever I had. I did not. I'm so happy you trying to put that in again. Thank you. Thank you, Janice. Yeah, my biggest thing is I want to cut out the parts I don't want, because on that video at the very end, I was rambling like an idiot. And I wanted to remove that, and I hated the fact that I couldn't get it out of there. And I wanted to add in like a little few little pop-up screens of like the measurements or whatnot, and I couldn't figure out how to get stuff done. So I just said, forget it and post it as is. I'm like, it's not against the law to do it as is. And nobody's first, I'm sure, was perfect anyway, so. Hello, Pastry. How are you doing today? I am just busy working on a quilt, the same one I was working on last week. But anybody that is just jump in, this is the quilt that I am working on. I designed it in EQ8. It is for a friend of mine that is paying me to make a quilt for him, queen size quilts. And I wanted to go ahead and start sewing and figured why not jump on the live and just do it with you guys and do it early, so that way there I can sew with you guys for 2 hours before jumping off of here to go over to Laura Lynn's. See, forget adding pop-ups and other things right now. Just focus on being able to top split, delete, and add new clips. Once you have that down, then start trying to figure out how to do pop-ups. Sounds good to me. Baby steps. I can do baby steps. Yeah, the video I watched last night, I actually watched a few of them, was like, I mean, what he was saying made a lot of sense. It just was not computing into my overexhausted brain last night. Because the first night I tried doing some editing to it, somehow or another, I was able to add in one screen of like the like, share, subscribe type of little ending screen. And somehow or another, I deleted my entire video. So then I had to re-record it all. Yes, she should. If she had the time, Becca should teach a lot of different classes. Yeah, that is definitely true. I have played around with free motion quilting and I still not gotten that one figured out. My hands like to move way faster than the needle and thread does. And I keep breaking my thread. I have successfully free motion quilt one wall hanging quilt. And even that had a lot of issues. I think all of my legit kits that I'm doing, Becca, I'm going to send out for quilt to be long arm quilted, because I don't want to mess those up. They are way too beautiful of a design for me to take the chance of messing up, and I don't want to have to sit there and unpick it like Ian had to do with Margot. I would cry. Especially since I don't have a Mary to help me. Oh gosh, I cannot believe how much your lion is coming out to actually look like Margot. I mean, to look like Mufasa and Simba. That is amazing. You do such amazing work, Becca. Okay, last yellow square of the first side. Then we can switch over to the next one. And if anybody has any questions on what it is I'm doing, feel free to ask. I have no problem re-showing anything I've already shown. That would be really cool, Becca. You would be such an amazing teacher. It was so awesome yesterday. I was downstairs working at my desk for my actual job, and I overheard my husband talking on the phone to his mom and bragging about how awesome I've been doing on my channel and stuff like that. It felt so good. Okay, so with the overhang here of these squares, what I'll do later is go back and trim these off. I'm not worried about it right this second. I'll do that before I do the top and bottom side. So now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do this side, the opposing side. So that way there, I can get everything all lined up, and then I will try and take care of doing the trimming on those two sides before I add the other two sides on. And just chain piecing all of this as I go. Yeah, a couple of days ago, I forgot to change my top thread on my long arm, but remembered to change the bottom thread. I realized halfway into the first row, my thoughts were, heck no, I'm not picking it. I don't blame you. Quilting stitches are so tightly sewn that I'm just like, nope. If there's a boo-boo, as long as it's not something like a really bad knot or anything like that, then nope, it's staying. It's going to be a creative choice at that point. Are you talking, Kiwi? My son's lovebird is over there starting to talk now to everybody. Starting to do his little morning song. And my budgie is over here eating away. So he's having his breakfast and occasionally he's sticking his head up and shaking his head yes to me. Probably not actually saying yes to me, but that's what it looks like. And Quasar, the one you guys always hear, he is playing in his toys right now. Yeah, as long as it works, then I don't see why not. Yeah, the one wall hanging that I did not long arm, but free motion quilt on. That's the only one I've actually done successfully, or the only one I've actually done was my stepfather's, and it was a wall hanging for him of dogs. So I John had appliqued. I did a disappearing four patch, I think it was, and then I appliqued patches of dogs all over it because the main fabric had dog bones. And I had some like larger print dog fabric, and he's a big dog lover. So, and then so I appliqued the large print dog fabric, and then I free motion quilted the quilt, the wall hanging, and it came out really good. It just, especially for a first timer, it came out really good. I just don't want to do it on a legit kit. I'd much rather send that out to be done. So I'll be splitting that between probably Stephanie and Beth. Stephanie Harris as well as Beth at Goody Goods. Give them some business. Let the pros do it. And I'll just let them go with their choice. So I trust their vision of it. So the vortex I may do myself. I'm not really for sure yet because I kind of got an idea of what I want to do, and it's not gonna be like, I don't think anything that's gonna be too hard to do or what I want to do with it. Just the lion and the iris I don't want to do myself. So, does anybody got any big plans for this weekend? For New Year's Eve or New Year's Day? Me, I'm just going to be sewing. I will be jumping live over on Katie, the Greenland Quilters channel, some during her live stream on live sew and chat on New Year's Eve. I just don't know what time yet. Because there's a come as you want, come and go as you want type of invite she sent out. So I'm going to be jumping over there and hanging out and sewing with her some on New Year's Eve. That is cool pastry. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? I am probably going to be doing leftover pizza because my son bought Pizza Hut last night. I think it was Pizza Hut. So they've been doing a lot of construction in the basement of remodeling my basement bathroom. So they've decided to buy pizza last night for dinner, which was awesome. Like barbecued chicken pizza with some breading or with some stuffed cheesy bread. So good. Yeah, most of the time I don't know either because my husband and my son are the cooks. Occasionally I do cooking, but majority of the time it's them. I'm the one that does the cleaning. They do the cooking. Works out good that way. My husband and I always had an agreement because he always loved to cook and I never did. So ever since we got together, the agreement was he does the cooking and I do the cleaning. Boy, did I not know what kind of mess he was going to make. But he is a very wonderful cook, though. Ugh. Everybody make sure you get up and do some standing, especially after sitting for so long. Don't want to overdo them muscles. Stand and stretch a little. Sorry, I didn't mean to put my belly right in front of you guys' face. I just realized I did that. Sorry about that. Just started getting like a little bit of an achiness in my knees. I'm like, okay, got to get up and stretch my legs. Ooh, that sounds good. See, no clue yet. Something that uses a Sam's Club rotisserie chicken. I love rotisserie chickens. I do all the cooking. Honey does all the cleaning inside and outside the house. Awesome. I'm Jewish. We don't do Christmas, but I'm from Eastern Europe and we celebrate New Year's with a tree and a Santa twin called Grandpa Frost, who brings you presents. So looking forward to that. Ooh, sounds like fun. I like the name Grandpa Frost better than Santa. Sounds more like a family member. Yeah, I usually do the cleaning as they cook whenever we're cooking big meals, unless I'm busy doing something else like sewing. Sorry, I'm a little on the quiet side this morning. I'm still trying to wake up. It was a short week at work, which felt like an extremely long week because we were also down a person at work. And the group I'm in only has 4 people to begin with, so being down one person sets us back. Where even my manager Tron jumped in and really started kicking butt and helping us out and everything too yesterday because of how backed up we were from being down one person. So that was really cool of her. And but yeah, I essentially worked 7:30 to 6:30 every day this week, including working through lunch. So my brain is still a little fried from all those hours. That's why I'm happy I'm in here doing this type of quilt right now because it doesn't really require any thinking. Just fold, crease, sew, and repeat. Because my line would require too much brain work right now. Get some of these cleared off of my machine over here. I know you guys are probably like, no, that's a lot of thread to be wasted. It's okay. They make more. Hi, Big Bird. Oops. Last one. Okay. Only a few left of the stack. And then I can trim and finger press. I know. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not boring everybody with doing all these on a live stream. Just more or less just wanted to sew and chat and hang out with everybody. And I figured if everybody was on here, cool. Because then we can all hang out together. And if everybody don't mind, please make sure you hit that thumbs up and like, share, subscribe. Because the more subscribers I get, the more giveaways I can do. I love doing my giveaways. I just wasn't set up to do any giveaways today. Thought about it, but I didn't have anything ready to go, so. Maybe Tuesday I'll do a giveaway. Catch the evening group. And as soon as I hit 500 subscribers, then I'm going to do a giveaway of a quilt kit. Fabric and everything. Pattern, fabric, it's a quilt kit I got. Good morning, Jean. So it's a fabric I got, or a quilt kit I bought that was a block a month that I don't have, not block of the month, but a, guess you could say maybe a block of the month. I don't know. I have to get out and show you guys. That I got from Missouri Star. like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And it was colors, the colors of it and everything would have looked really beautiful in my room, which is why I got it. So I could do it from my room. But then I lost interest in it and decided I didn't want to do it. And I never even opened it up. It's all still in their individual monthly uh, packagings that they came in. Like I opened up the exterior mailing packages, but I didn't open up the actual bags and look at any of it. So I just lost interest in it. I had too much going on at the time. So I'm going to pass it along to someone in a giveaway after I have 500 subscribers to someone else that may want to do it. Now I figure what better giveaway to do than for my 500 giveaway. So I would like to see my channel hit 500 by my birthday, which is April 10th. Be a nice little birthday present for myself. I've had my channel hit 500 by then. So that would make me super happy. Which is my goal. For right now. Once I get that, then I'm sure my goal will change. Jean, I'll tell you, but I'll let you know right now. I'm not crazy about my job. It pays the bills. I work with amazing people, but it's not anything I'm actually proud of what I do. I work for a third-party insurance company for durable medical equipment and supplies. And unfortunately, my position is the one that once questions have been sent to the doctor to get the additional information or whatnot, I am the one that has to call you to tell you that your stuff has been either approved or denied. And if it's been denied, to explain the reason why and let you know what the options are at that point. And I hate that aspect of my job, but it pays my bills. It allows me to do my stuff that I love here. I'm just not super crazy about what I had to do. I'm always been a very giving person, and I feel always like the bad guy, and it's very emotionally draining. Or not emotionally, but mentally draining. But it pays my bills, and I do work with amazing people. So, and the company has always been really good to me. Like anytime you ever have an urgency or something going on with a family or yourself or anything like that, they always go way above and beyond to work with you on it. I just don't like I just not crazy about the fact of I gotta be the bad news bearer 8 hours a day. Have a wonderful day, Pastry. Thank you for stopping in. Okay, so now I'm just going to finger press all of these. Well, first I'm going to trim at the edges. Get the excess off of these four corners. So that way then I can finger press them open and get the other two sides sewn on. Yeah, Pastry, I get yelled at a lot. I used to always have a pet peeve of people hanging up on me. And now I'm to the point where I prefer people hanging up on me. So the way I find is easiest to do this in a quick manner is I try and take my square, I fold it in half so that way the yellow square tips are lined up. So that way there my yellow squares lined up properly. And then that way I just cut off the excess of both sides. And I know I'm not cutting into my yellow. Because it does not have to be 100% perfect. I'm just looking to get majority of the excess off. Now I do have a garbage can right over here beside of me, so that way there I can toss it out whenever I decide to. And see, it, doing it that method, I'm getting a nice close trim, and my yellow fabric is still nicely intact. And it goes a lot quicker. Okay, so Becca says, so if I did a weekend boot camp over Zoom, it'd be a paid for workshop that would, okay, I can't see behind that stinking heart. That would be beneficial. Okay. That would be really cool. Becca, I say, do it, do it, do it. Becca, does your VIP group have a Zoom thing Sunday? I can't remember. I know I'm in there. I just can't remember. I've not checked my email. So I know I usually get the email from you since I'm in your VIP group. That is definitely something I would find beneficial. I mean, as long as it's not going to cost me like an arm and a leg, then yes, definitely. As my fabric stash is growing, I've cleared off a bunch of shells and did the cardboard thing. What have you found was the best way to arrange the fabric? By color, collection, theme, something else? Lily, I am going to be 100% honest. I have a cabinet over here that I bought off Amazon. It's like a chest of drawers type of thing that I store my fabric in. I have ideas of how I want to organize it. Currently, everything is just tossed inside the drawers, and I go digging whenever I'm ready to start sewing and I wait for the fabric to inspire me on what I want to do. I want to get more organized, and I'm hoping to this year. I just have not gotten that far yet. So unfortunately, I will be no good help as to how to arrange. I am actually wanting to arrange mine by color because I don't really go by brand or anything like that. So I actually want to arrange my stuff by color, like pinks all together, reds all together, oranges all together, stuff like that. Hey, yep. Link should be in the Facebook group. I think an email was sent, and the link should be in the VIP section of the website. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Becca. Good, because I ain't got $1 million. I broke. I'm in way too far of debt from Christmas from my children and my husband. I always am, and I don't mind. I always put myself into huge debts for buying their big presents, buying and making. Like my youngest one, the only thing he asked for this year was a PS5. He told me, he's like, Mom, I don't want clothes. I don't want nothing else. He goes, if you guys can get me a PS5, that'd be great. He goes, if not, I completely understand because they are expensive. I'm like, let me see what I can do. And I scrumped and scraped up every penny I could and could not come up with it. So I got myself a credit card and buy him a PS5 for Christmas. He was a very, very happy little boy. Becca, there is definitely interest on my end. I would love to be part of a workshop that you do. And I would have no problem paying to participate in the workshop. Because I know that you would make it very reasonable and affordable, and you would not try and do anything that would make it so everybody goes bankrupt, per se. Yay, almost done trimming. And then we can start the next step. And that would be to finger press and add on the other pieces, the next set of pieces. But I am halfway done with these blocks. And I'm all excited because once I get these done, then I can trim out all my square background pieces and start piecing it all together. Or start piecing all the blocks together. So this week here I'll be doing a lot of trimming up on my blocks. Getting everything squared up to the same size and trimmed up, ready to go. So that way there I can start piecing it all together. And getting my background squares all cut out, ready to go. Because that I have not cut out yet. I do have the background for, so it's going to be a black background, obviously, since I'm doing a lot of the pieces with black. And then the backing is also going to be a black fabric. So, because he wants it all nice and dark. So I'm like, okay. And all of these fabrics are all Joann fabrics. If anybody's curious on the fabrics or anything, they're all keepsake calico fabrics through Joann Fabrics. And that brand can only be purchased through Joann's from everything I have looked up. Yeah, as long as it's in the Facebook group, I'm good to go. Half the time I forget about emails anyway. The only way I can make sure I don't forget about an email is only if once I look at it, I mark it as unread, so that way I know to come back to it. At least that's in my personal email. My business email I check regularly, and I keep all that updated at all times. Just my personal email I'm a slacker on. That's because most of the time it's just junk or sales ads. Oh, goodness gracious. So, one of the things I want to learn this year is, so what is something that each of you would like to learn this year? Not necessarily from my channel, just something that you would like to learn in general to do with sewing, crafting, creating, whatever your creative, artistic thing is. One thing I would like to learn more of is more of the free motion quilting. So I'm going to be doing a lot of watching like I think it's Angela Winters, as well as Sugary Dew. I believe that they both have really good tutorials. I've glanced at before, but never actually watched. So I'm going to be watching their channels a lot to get a better understanding of free motion quilting and hopefully learning more, because I would like to be able to get to a point where I can free motion quilt my own quilts instead of just always doing either a zigzag or a straight stitch. Ooh, panda, panda, panda. It's okay. We still love her. Last one for the trimming. And then I can move on to sewing on the next two sides. You are so welcome, Jean. I'm glad that you enjoyed them. Yeah, I actually use mine because I have one that I use for myself, Jean. Let me grab it real quick. I actually have a couple of them that I use for myself. So pinks and purples are my favorite colors. So I actually use mine for storing all my little clips in. So that way they're on my little cutting and ironing station thing up here. And then I have one in the front room that I use for storing my hand sewing fabrics in for my small projects that I like to do. Let's see. Hey Annette, how are you doing, hon? So now, since I got all of these trimmed up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just finger press these open. So that way, a finger press to the dark side. And that way there, then I can sew on the other two pieces. And then once I get everything sewn on, then I'll take it to the iron and get everything ironed down nicely. So now I hate fuzzies. So now on the creases on the two sides here, I'm going to do the same thing I did for the other two sides of just folding my triangles in half to find the center mark. Create a little crease there. And I'm going to match up the crease on my center black piece to the crease on my center yellow piece and get those sewn together. And once again, I'll put the loose triangle on the bottom. That way there, everything can match up nicely and beautifully. She's Lily, it's because she's so busy organizing fabrics. You know Panda loves organizing. And Mary, if you can hear us, we love you. Just teasing all in good fun and jokes. See what time is it? 11:28. Okay, so we got about another half an hour until we end the live stream for the day. Because then I'll be going over to Laura Lynn and Kent's over at Mom and Pop's Quilt Shop to hang out with them. And my son mentioned something to me when he was watching my live stream, like last week or something. Can you guys hear my sewing machine when I'm using it? Because he said that he cannot hear that the microphone is not picking up my sewing machine at all, which is funny. I'm just curious if you guys can hear it or not. I mean, my sewing machine's not super loud anyway, but I just find it funny if it's not picking up the sewing machine, that it's actually doing a really good job on the noise cancellation. Yes, we most definitely do love Mary. Mary is an amazing, amazing woman. Oh, awesome. So then my microphone that I got does an amazing job of noise cancellation then. Because it had a setting in there stating that it would take away all the background noise, which is awesome. I just never actually seen something take it away that well. Yeah, I was curious if what he told me was actually true, which I'm sure it was because he's not exactly prone to lying. I just wanted to hear it from you guys. Okay, good. For whatever reason, every time I start sewing, I feel like I need to raise my voice so you guys can hear me. I think I keep trying to raise my voice so that way there I can hear me. It's like talking to someone with headphones on when they can't hear the noise coming from the headphones. And yes, I realized one of these, a few of these here, like this one here, still has a selvage on it. And that is okay because it is a small enough piece. It is going to wind up inside of my seam allowance, so I'm not that worried about it. I didn't realize it until after I cut the fabric all up and was sewing it all together, and I'm like, well, it's a small enough amount that it'll be in my seam allowance, so I'm not that concerned with it. So what, just out of curiosity, what is everybody's favorite color? My favorite color is purple or pink, depending upon my mood. And I like the soft pastel colors, not like the bright, all up in your face colors. With the exception of my logo up above and everything, I love the fact that the pink really jumps up out of the purple, like the pink heart. But had to make the purple a little softer than the pink, so that way that the heart would actually show up. Because otherwise, normally I just love pastels. Brown and pink is beautiful, which is part of the reason why I love um pink camouflage. See, Lily says it used to be purple, but now I'm sick of it and haven't found a new one. Aw. So what is the most common color of fabric that you sew with? Or that you quilt with? Jane says her favorite is purple, but like you, it depends on the mood. I've seen beautiful fabrics of other colors. Yes. Lately, I have been getting drawn to teal as well. And which is the reason why I also did my design in purple, pink, and teal. So that way there, it would get some extra color choices in there. A little extra besides just pink and purple. And I just love the color. It's so pretty. And goes right along with like the whole pastel theme. So Lily, when you go to the fabric store, what is the most common color that you are usually drawn to when picking out your fabrics? I'm just curious. Me, I almost always start off at pinks and purples. Lately though, I've been going more towards the teals and greens, which is funny because it's not usually what I go for first, but again, I also love batiks. Batiks are amazing fabrics. Razor, is it treat time? Is it treat time, Big Bird? Mom may get you a treat in just a few moments, baby. So I've given away every quilt I have made and pulled my inspiration from the recipient, so no help there. Oh, yep. I completely understand that. Like, in my stash, you will not find yellow fabric. If you do, it's very, very small amounts. And probably just because I was using it for accent for something else and had that left over. Like, yellow is really pretty when you're doing flowers, the sun, some type of landscaping or something of that sort, but I am not a yellow anything type of person. I love yellow flowers, and that's about all. I'm always putting chartreuse and teal in every quilt, but I wear maroon. Oh, that's funny. Quasar, we are not going to do this. You're going to be a good boy. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to walk over here and give him a treat real quick to get him to quieten down. Okay, sorry about that. He can get to be a bit much at times. Seems like since I started turning their bird videos off while I'm doing my live streams, for the most part, he stays quiet. But it seems like when it gets to be over an hour, he gets a little fussy because he does not like being ignored. Typical child. See here. Lily says if I'm stash buying, I tend to buy just big, bold, flowery prints. Those are gorgeous. I just I never know what to do with the large prints other than fussy cut. Rebel says I hate the color red, so the only time I will use it is if it's for a specific person and that is their favorite color. Understandable, and the same way with yellow. Annette says, for the past few months, my color is yellow. It will change soon. I like that, Annette. That is cute. Let's see. Martha's favorite color is purple. Martha, I think petite should be classified as a color. I definitely think it should be classified as a color. On my channel, petite is a color. Because I definitely love it. I actually have a entire stack of petite jelly rolls over here that I am saving up because they're island petites, and a little over a half of a jelly roll pack that I am trying to decide what I want to do with. I'm kind of leaning towards making a lap size quilt with it because it's only like a little over half of a jelly roll package. And I'm not entirely sure what design I want to do yet. But I had them all. Let me show you guys. Let's see. The top like inch of fabric in here is different fabric, but the bottom 3/4 is all jelly roll petite, island petite, pinks, greens, purples, blues. Actually, I think it's more just pink, purple, and blues. So I am trying to figure out what I want to make. I don't know what I want to do with them yet, once I get it figured out, I'm sure I'll be doing it on my live stream. Ooh, that is very sweet of you, Brenda. What pattern are you going with for your sister, if you don't mind me asking? I kind of think leaning towards maybe doing either a wall hanging or a throw size quilt of flowers using the pink, purple, and blue batiks. Not for sure what I would use for the background yet. Maybe a light color, or just go wandering around the store until I find something that sticks out at me that goes, yay, me. Hi, Baby Sky. Hi, Baby Sky. Baby Sky is my budgie or parakeet. In Australia, I believe it is. They're called budgies, budgeteers. And in America, we call them parakeets. So he's over there doing his morning chirping now since he's got a full tummy. Yes, I've had that jelly roll case for like forever and never actually done anything with it. And I started getting some organization done up about a week ago in here. Just like going through, I was looking for something specific and I seen those sitting there loose. And I'm like, I need to put these into a box. So I grabbed my box out that was completely empty at the time and got those all put in there. And I am going to start getting my fabrics all organized and cleaned up this year in here and a better organization going on. No, it shifted. Oh, poop. Jean, yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, yes, I was there for that. That was hilarious. Telling the making the comment that you commented so you should be the winner. And then it actually choosing that comment as a winner. That was stinking hilarious. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, Brenda, that is crazy. I cannot wait. I would love to see pictures of that when you get it done, though, Brenda. That is going to be gorgeous. So, we have about another 15 minutes until I end the live stream. Yes. That was so funny. Oh my gosh, I could not believe you came up with that and put that in there. You put that in there and it actually picked you. That was just so hilarious. That gave everybody a good laugh that day. Now we all know the secret of how to go about getting to winning Marie's little comment things. We just tell it to pick us. Now, I actually have some flower patterns that I got from getting from Sobeka. And so I think what I'm going to do is use up some of those patterns to do when Chiatron did the sell or giveaway or whatnot. I think it was a sell. Yeah, it was a sell on her channel. I believe she did. Or something, or maybe on her video. I don't know. I can't remember. I just know I got it from Sobeka. So, and it's flowers. So I think I'm going to do that with my batiks and make flower blocks. And then maybe take some yellow and black fabrics and make some honeybee to go in between them, in between the flowers. Like if they're landing on the flowers or something. Coming in for a landing on the flower, like one on each flower or something like that, and make that into a quilt. Just make it like a springtime, summertime type of quilt appearance. I think that'd be super cute. That sounds like the family is just waking up in there. So I will be ending this in another 13 minutes. So what is a good tutorial that you guys would like to see? That'd be like a relatively not too long of a tutorial that you guys would like for me to show you how I make and everything on one of my recorded videos. Looking for some ideas. I was thinking about doing one of my scrunchies, one of my keychains. Let's see. Maybe I'll do a recorded one of the kittens. So I haven't done any fuzzy kittens on here in a little bit. I did a tutorial last night and posted it on my hanging bowl cozy. So if you guys did not see that, please go check it out. If y'all want to see how I did that and everything. And just a quick little, like, I think it's like a 30-minute video. And feel free to toss out any ideas of things that you guys would like me to show you how I make. I would really, truly I love getting ideas. Ideas or any type of criticism. I'm always open to. If you guys would ever like to check it out and everything, in the description box below, you will also find my Etsy shop information, as well as my Facebook page, where I post everything up on there before I post it to Etsy. I have not posted to my Etsy in quite some time. Last time Becca had a sale on WhatsApp, I bought a bunch of stuff. A lot of it was Mary's. I do charity quilts for pre-K kids with some ladies at my mom's church. That is super cute. I mean, super awesome. Jean, I really like that idea. Yeah, I'm thinking about starting to make some like child-sized quilts. and talked to the local police station about donating to them for whenever they had to pick up children. So that way there they got like a blanket to comfort them. I'm thinking about talking to them about doing that. Something for the little ones. See, and that says a grocery tote bag. Okay, I can write that down. I actually do make those. Grocery tote bag. A snail tail block. I've never seen anyone do it. To me, it looks like hands grabbing each other, and I think it's really cool. Yes. It is called a snail tail, I believe. Or a snail trail, it might be. But I will look that up. I believe it's mainly just like half square triangles. But I would definitely look that up and see what I can find for that and do a tutorial on that. That would be a fun one to do. I know there's a lot of tutorials out there, but I never have a problem with doing ones that even someone else has already done because everybody learns from different ways and you never know if you might pick it up better from one channel than the other, or if you might learn best by like how I do, by watching a lot of different tutorials on it and then doing a combination of all. That's how I learn. The worst is when you try to do one thing and all of a sudden it messes up. You really love how it came out and you can't remember how you did it. That's the worst. That winds up being a centerpiece for a quilt. Love you guys' ideas though. And always feel free. Anytime you guys see something that you guys want me to do a tutorial on or show on a live stream or something like that, feel free. Message me on Facebook Messenger. Email me at danellestitchery@gmail.com. I check or even comment on one of my tutorials or comment on one of my videos. I never have a problem with showing how to do something. And I love the suggestions. Making suggestions to me lets me know what type of stuff it is that you guys want to see. And so that way there I know what my viewers want and what I need to do to make my viewers happy. And I always love learning a new thing. I love a challenge. So on the live stream today, we have accomplished quite a bit. I got 3 of the sides of the 4 completed. And I got all of the yellow and black as well as the green and black half square triangles done up. Today I am going to finish getting these all sewn onto my blocks for the last side. And then I am going to get them all trimmed up as well as, please stop. I'm going to get them all ironed and trimmed up so that way there everything is 7-inch square. And then next week we will start working on piecing everything together. And I think I'm going to do that on my Tuesday live stream as well as my Saturday live stream. It's going to take a couple of streams to get everything all pieced together properly. Because then I can be able to start going to this next step, which is the step that I struggle with the most, which is sandwiching and pinning and getting it all put together so I can quilt it. Which then I'll be quilting it on my live stream as well. because we discussed that last week and everything. Everybody wants to see from start to finish of it. So you won't be able to see me doing the sandwiching and the pinning, but I will show you me doing the quilting of it. And I decided that the quilting, I'm going to echo the pineapple. I'm going to do diagonal lines inside of the pineapple. And then outside the pineapple, I'm going to do echoing of the pineapple shape. I think that would be really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream for here. I hope everybody has a wonderful day and make people smile. You see someone out and about, and if you're out and about, you see someone, just give them a smile. Say hi. You don't even have to say hi, just smile. A smile always brightens up someone's day. You never know whose heart you might touch just by smiling. So, have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.